So when I was at Confluence Kombucha, I grabbed some of their amazing kimchi, and that is going to star in a Korean-style kimchi and tofu stew that is incredibly easy to make. So the type of tofu we're using is silken tofu. There are various kinds. There's firm, there's medium, and the silken version that I'm using today, it has a wonderful, almost custardy texture to it. We're also going to be working with shiitake mushrooms, enoki mushrooms, and a fermented chili paste that is going to add incredible depth of flavor and character to this relatively easy soup. The rest of the ingredients are equally simple. We're just looking at about 6 shrimp and then some eggs. Combine all of that together and you have a very traditional and heartwarming Korean style stew. Loaded up all my goodies, and now I'm heading over to the stove. So in my pot, I have a little bit of vegetable oil just heating up, and once it is nice and hot, I'm gonna go ahead and add in a few tablespoons of my fermented chili paste. I'm gonna cook that just a little bit to release some of the aroma, and then in is gonna go some soy sauce and the shrimp. Then I'm gonna add garlic. Next up, I'm gonna add in my stock. Traditionally, you would use a seafood stock or even an anchovy and seaweed stock, but I wasn't able to find that, so I'm using chicken. Okay, so we're at a boil. I'm gonna add in about a cup of chopped kimchi. And again, this is from Confluence Kombucha, but you can easily find kimchi in a number of stores these days. It's a very popular condiment. I'm gonna add in my mushrooms. I'm adding in the shiitakes. I'm not putting the enokis in quite yet because they're so delicate. I don't want them to fall apart. So I'm gonna add them in at the very end. You want it to come to a boil. That is the way it's traditionally cooked. No gentle simmers here. Now I'm adding in the tofu, and again, I'm going to add it in large chunks so that the texture of the tofu, which if you can see, is just this beautiful, almost like a custard. So we want that texture to be retained, even though it's going into this incredibly hot soup. Go ahead and put in our beautiful little enoki mushrooms. And last, I'm gonna stir in a couple of eggs. I'm gonna stir so that all of that egg cooks and enriches the soup. And once the eggs are set, you're done. This truly is a stew. It is thick, and it is rich and spicy. If you have a cold, if you're not feeling well, this is exactly what the doctor ordered. I'm gonna top this with just a little bit of chopped green onion, and then just a very small drizzle of sesame oil. Now I am pairing this heartwarming stew with a Seyval from Blumenhof. And this wine is going to have a beautiful fruity characteristic to it, just a hint of residual sweetness. And that's going to play off of the spice and the slight vinegar tang of our tofu and kimchi stew. So the next time you find yourself craving something warm and spicy, head to the store, grab some silken tofu and some kimchi and make this Korean style stew. You're gonna be glad that you did. It is a little bit tangy and it is spicy and delicious. I love it. So cheers, I'll see you next time.